Hey everybody, welcome back. All right, I've had a really good time playing Fighting Fantasy Classics BloodBones. I think we got it this time. I have a good feeling. I really want to see what happens when we beat this pirate. You with me? All right, let's do it. Let's get the game. All right. Let's go get him. Let's take our asses down on undead pirate. All right, now again, the rules and the setup and all that we've gone through in the first video, and we're not going to repeat it again. So we're going to skip right ahead. If you want to see how the game is played and all that more in detail, check out the first playthrough, and it'll explain everything. I just don't want to make you guys sit through boring stuff that you've already seen, you know what I mean? So let's get into it. We'll go to our adventure mode, get our stats. All right, not terrible. Let's get our skill. Oof. Our skill is not good. Not good at all. Alright, let's see if we're at least lucky. Okay, at least we're lucky. We got no skill. That's gonna hurt us in a fight. Let's see if we got any money. Alright. Okay. Hang on just one moment. Okay, sorry about that. But, okay, we're gonna get to the point of the story where we make our first choice. Again, if you want to see in detail the beginning of the story, check out the earlier playthroughs. Alright, so... Yep, we've been through all this. Okay. Now, Again, we're not going to review the combat system. It is in the first playthrough. Alright, now, we're going to have to try to fight. And we're going to have to see if our skill is going to actually be a huge impediment or not, because it was not a good score. Alright, let's do it. Okay, alright, nice. Alright, not so good. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, I have a feeling this isn't gonna go well. Oh. Okay, we got one of them. 2 to go. Oh. Yeah, I don't think this is gonna go well. I see another playthrough coming through. Alright, let's see if we can even survive. I don't think we're gonna get through the third guy. I really don't. Alright, let's try to face him. I don't think it's gonna go particularly well for us, but alright, better than getting hit. Oof. Double draw. That's not how I wanted to break the tie. Alright, still not looking great for us. And we're pretty much done, yeah. Okay, we lose. Alright, you're dead. You'll never have your revenge against Cinnabar. Okay. We need a better skill or we're not going to have a shot, so let's give it another try with hopefully a better skill. That's not a terrible hard skill, come on. Big money, no whammies. Okay, decent above average, I'll take it. Alright, luck. On luck. Okay, we're pretty lucky. Alright, we may not have a bad shot at this one. Alright, could have used more gold. Alright, so now let's go back in. Let's try this fight again. Alright. Alright, let's fight. Okay, that's more like it. Let's kick a little ass. Ooh, nice. I like how the die kind of rolled over that one. That was kind of neat. Alright. Second pirate. Going down like a prom date. Or maybe not. This one's got a little fight in him. But not as much as we've got, so let's take his ass out. Oh, nice! Alright, so now let's get to the third fight. Okay. Alright, you got a little hit. It's alright, it's alright. One more hit, we got him. We got this, come on. Yeah! Okay. Okay, now that's all right. From here on out, I guess we will go through the actual story, just in case somebody hasn't, and you really don't want to go through and watch the other ones. Don't want you to just not know what's going on or skip past it too fast. So, all right, from here on out, we'll do the story. All right, the last of the pirates falls, and with some relief, you sheath your sword. It looks as if the pirates have beaten Dreg within an inch of his life, and he is failing fast. You do your best to make the old man comfortable, and he opens his eyes. "Thanks, stranger," he gasps. "But I'm a goner now. They're up to something, you know." You ask him who he's talking about. Cinnabar's crew. The pirates of the Black Skull. Looking at the hands of Dreg's assailants, you see that each bears the tattoo of a grinning black skull. I've seen them meeting up again around the taverns in the city. Silas Gallows, Keelhaul Jack, Old Crivens, even Malou the Witch Doctor. They're planning something, all right. Rumor says Merle the Red found Cinnabar's body, and that he's not rightly dead, but he's not rightly alive either. See, it's all that voodoo and black magic they meddle in. Not right, it isn't. I've heard tell that they're planning something big tonight. You'd think old Snide and the guard would be looking into it, but truth be told, no one's been able to locate their hideout. Dreg coughs weakly. He's coming back. We'll all be doomed. Stranger, beware the Black Skull. BloodBones is coming back. And then, he is gone. Laying the old man down, you ponder his last words, and what your next action should be. So, Cinnabar is not really dead. In that case, you may still have a chance for revenge. But what did Dreg mean when he said that Cinnabar is not really alive either? Dreg has given you several clues about your enemy and where you should start your search for him, and it seems that time is of the essence if you want to stop the pirates of the Black Skull. The old man mentioned that the pirates of the Black Skull were gathering again in the Port of Crabs, so they may have a hidden base somewhere in the city. But of course, at present, you have no idea where it may be. Before leaving Dreg, you search the bodies of his assailants for any further clues. You find nothing helpful, but you do discover that one was carrying a bottle of rum. Drinking the rum will restore 4 stamina points. You now have 6 options available to you. You could visit some of the taverns and inns yourself in the hope of finding out more. Perhaps you could visit the notorious gambling pits, a possible source of information and a way of increasing your gold pieces. Alternatively, it might be a good idea to better equip yourself by visiting the markets before you set out on your quest. Yeah, we're going to do that. You could try to find out more about the Black Skull and the cult of Quizcari. Then again, although Governor Montargo has certainly allowed the port to remain a safe haven for buccaneers and freebooters, you may do well to get the help of the authorities against Cinnabar. Or, you could take the direct approach, abandon your search for further information, and instead look for the pirates' hidden base. Alright, let's get some equipment. Alright, let's get the practical equipment. See, the port's sprawling markets lie within the Merchant Quarter, which runs from Farthing Lane to Moneylender Street. You have 2 possible options. If you want to look for practical equipment around the markets, or you could visit the Port of Crabs' lively bazaar with its more exotic and expensive wares. Let's see, practical equipment. Alright, let's get the rope. Yes, I'm going to buy it. Let's see, I want the cutlass. I want the throwing dagger. I want the provisions. I want the poison antidote. And that's about it. Okay. Alright, now I don't really think we have a whole lot of money, so I'm not going to bother walking around the bazaar, so we're going to leave the markets. Okay, we've been here before. Let's see, as you leave the markets, you note that 1 hour has passed. As you are walking along Trader Street, you cannot help but notice a roguish figure standing on the corner of Lobster Alley. The man is gaunt and scrawny, in his later years, and with several days' growth of stubble. He also has an eye patch, a wooden stump for a leg beneath his right knee, and wears a long coat and tricorn hat. A monkey, with its own tiny waistcoat, is scampering around the man's shoulders. As you walk past the pirate, you make eye contact, and he beckons you with a glance before turning and hobbling away up the alley. Will you follow the man, or will you go on your way? Well, let's see, last time we followed him, it turned out to be a trap, and not a great idea. So, we're not going to do that. So we're going to go about our way. Ignoring the pirate, you leave the markets of the Port of Crabs. You are definitely drawing attention to yourself, though, which may have detrimental effects later on. Okay. Choosing a location you haven't already visited, where do you want to go now in your search for information? 1 hour have passed since your search began. Okay, now we did hit a few things last time. So, you know what? Let's actually do something different. Let's go see the governor. That's something we have not tried before. The old fort, residence of the governor of the Port of Crabs, stands at the top of the hill on which most of the old town quarter of the city is built. You climb the hill and arrive outside the grim stone building. The whole edifice looks like it could withstand an army's onslaught for weeks, even though it is now several centuries old. As you approach the guard at the gate, he asks you your business, and you demand an audience with Governor Montargo. Oh yeah, sneers the guard. I can't just let anyone in here, can I? It's more than my job's worth. If you want to try bribing him, decide how many gold pieces you will offer. Alternatively, you could threaten him with cold steel. If you don't want to try either of these options, you will have to leave, having wasted 1 hour traveling to and from the old fort. Alright, we apparently don't have enough gold pieces to bribe him. I really don't want to leave. I don't really want to threaten him, but I don't want to leave. Let's do it. At once, the guard pulls a chain, which sets off a jangling of bells inside the fort. Almost immediately, the gates open, and what seems like half the city guard pour out between them and surround you. Okay. Overcome by the guards, you soon find yourself languishing in a stinking prison cell. 1 hour passes. Eventually, a stern-faced figure appears at the grill in the cell door. It is the head of the city guard, Captain Snide. Enjoying your stay? He says with a mocking sneer. Well, let's say 10 gold pieces and you can go on your way. Will you pay the sadistic captain the bribe, if you can afford to, which we can't? Or will you wait and attempt to get out by yourself when the coast is clear? Well, we don't really have much option. Have it your way, Snide declares before leaving. Nobody comes to your cell that night, so you do not have an opportunity to bluff your way out of this predicament, and the door is far too sturdy to break down. By the time you do get out of this dungeon, you will be far too late to stop the pirates of the Black Skull. Alright, so if we're going to go that way, we need money. Alright, so let's try a different strategy altogether. Let's go back in. Alright, now we will... Nice! Stamina's good. That gives us some life. Skill, come on, come on. Big money, no whammies. Okay, I'll take it. Let's see our luck. Not the most lucky. Alright, gold. This is going to be important. Okay. Now. Okay, let's get through that initial fight. we go. Alright, let's fight. Nice. Okay. Nice. I think we got some good fighting odds on this one. Come on, make it a shutout. Nice. Let's take down that third guy. Right. Alright, we got him. Yeah, come on. Alright, one more hit and we got his ass. And it's a shutout. Nice. Okay. Okay. Now we did read this part earlier, so we're not going to do it again now. Okay, so we're not going to get equipment, but let's try again to do the governor thing. But we're going to try to bribe our way in this time. Let's see. Yeah, let's try that again. Okay, so let's go back to our choice, and hey, now we can try to bribe him. Okay. I don't want to overdo it, but I don't want to underdo it. Let's try 5. Okay. You must be joking, he laughs the guard. Now clear up before I forget I'm having a good day. Alright, let's see if this makes us get attacked or if he'll let us bribe him again. Alright, damn it. Okay. Alright, oh, okay. We can bribe our way out of it this time. So let's do that. Okay. You hand over the money through the grill, and with a clattering of bolts, Snide unlocks the cell door. As you go, the corrupt captain calls out to you. But remember, if you should cross my path again... Okay. Night has already fallen by the time you start to look for the pirates' hidden base. At least that should make your activities more covert and less conspicuous. Where will you look first for the pirates? Alright. Let's try the cemetery. Keeping to shadowy doorways wherever possible, you make your way swiftly along Corpse Way toward Dead Man's Gate. How much attention or suspicion have you potentially drawn to yourself while visiting Port of Crabs? As far as I'm aware, I'm under no or very minimal suspicion. Alright. That's better than I may have drawn attention to myself once or twice, or I have attracted suspicion more than twice. Okay. Just outside the city walls lies the cemetery. Its pillared entrance is decorated with disturbing statues, and the fog merely adds to the eerie atmosphere of the place. Creeping between the weathered tombstones and mausoleums, you suddenly hear the crack of a twig somewhere off to your left, and almost jump out of your skin. Spinning round, you are sure you catch a glimpse of something disappearing behind a grim sepulchre. You are not alone in the cemetery. Something else is also prowling around here during the hours of darkness. Peering round the corner of a crypt, you see 2 men, who look like sailors, walking away from you through the mist, carrying a heavy-looking chest between them. Where can they be going? And what are they up to? Alright, if you have a crab doubloon, which we don't, let's see, if you do not, do we want to follow them or launch a surprise attack on them? Alright, let's follow them, see if they're going back to a base. Alright, you sneak after the men who are totally oblivious of your presence. Test your luck. Uh-oh. Okay, luck ran out. Alright, we were unlucky. Let's continue. Hearing you, the two smugglers drop the chest and draw cutlasses from their belts. You will have to fight. Alright, we don't have a bad fighter in this round, so let's do it. Nice! Good first hit. Let's hit it. Come on, keep it up, keep it up. Yeah, let's take it. Eat steel, sucker. Oh, okay, that's the first one to get a hit into this entire game. Oof, yeah. Come on. Alright, one down. Let's face the second one. Alright, doing alright. Got a good fighter this time around. Nice. Two more hits. Yeah! Alright, come on, you're going down. Yeah, that's it. That's it, take it. You are triumphant. Alright, if you win, the smuggler's dead. You look inside the chest. It is full of counterfeit coins, and the villains themselves only possess 4 pieces. As you continue to rifle through your foes' possessions, you hear a crying out across the cemetery. Fan out and find whoever's causing that ruckus. It seems your clash with the smugglers has alerted whoever it was they were going to meet. You can already see a number of lanterns gleaming through the mist, held by clearly well-armed figures as they comb the cemetery looking for you. You must find somewhere to hide. Test your luck. Oh, shit. Wow, alright. We were just lucky enough. Alright, lucky number 7. Okay, we needed a 7 and we got it. Okay, we were lucky. Desperately, you look around hoping to find suitable hiding place. Nearby, you spy an old tomb overgrown with moss and ivy. You dash towards it and frantically push open the granite door, stumbling down into the dark crypt. Once inside, you wait until the sounds of your pursuers die down before lighting your lantern and surveying your hiding place. Your lantern reveals a passageway leading away into the gloom. As soon as you step over the threshold, another light becomes visible at the other end of the corridor and starts to move towards you. Gliding along the passage is the apparition of an old man with sunken eye sockets and talon-like fingers clogged with grave dirt. The sight of the glowing specter fills you with a sense of dread, and your blood runs cold when you see that the lantern it carries has been fashioned from a human skull. From the tales you have heard of the Port of Crabs, you know that this must be the ghostly Jack-o'-lantern. The ghost does not attack you, but instead comes to a halt a few meters from you. Its jaw drops open, and the apparition utters one word. Password. Do you know a password? If so, now is the time to say it. If you do not know a password, or this makes no sense, well, we don't have a password, so let's go. Intruder! Screams the pirate ghost and flies at you shrieking. You draw your weapon, but every time you strike the horror, your blade passes straight through it, whereas you feel the specter's claws tearing at your flesh like cruel knives. There is no way you can defeat the ghost. An unpleasant death awaits you. You are dead. You will never have your revenge against Cinnabar. The end. Okay, there's gotta be a way to get this guy. Now, you gotta say, they definitely make this challenging. But it makes you keep playing, like they got me addicted. Alright, you know what? Let's give it another shot. It's a fun game. Okay, I'm actually gonna grab a soda real quick. So hang on. Okay, I'm back. Had to get our soda. Let's get our stats. Okay. Okay, come on, skill. Come on, skill. Okay, our skill sucks. We're not going to last long because we're not going to be able to get through a fight. But we're lucky. Alright, let's see if we get gold. Not great. Alright, well, that initial fight will test us and see if we can actually make it through this round with what we've got. Okay. There we go. Let's do it a little differently. We'll just charge. Pirates are not expecting this reaction from you, and you are able to wound one of the rogues before they know what is going on. Oh, all right, nice. Okay, first pirate. Okay, all right. Okay, we got some good rolls. Doing better than I thought we were gonna. Oh, that one wasn't good though. All right, it's a draw. Okay, that's better. Okay, let's take on number 2. All right, nice. Okay, we may actually have a decent shot. Okay, we're a better fighter than I thought we were gonna be. That's cool. All right. So now, let's take out number 3. All right, come on. Nice, good roll. Good roll. Take him out. Okay, draw. It's better than getting hit. Nice. One more. Okay, come on. You're going down. Now we got him. Okay, so we killed a half ogre. Alright. We talked to Greg before. Alright, so what are we gonna do? Well, let's try to find out more about the Black Skull and the Cult of Quizkari. We haven't done that yet. With the threat of a voodoo cult springing up in the city, you decide you have a valid reason for going right to the top and getting the help of the Overpriest himself. The Overpriest holds court within the most magnificent temple in the city, the Grand Temple of Dinar. Entering the pillared marble hall leading into the temple, you join the queue of hopeful petitioners who would seek an audience with His Excellency, the Primate of the God of Pride. At last, it is you who stands before the pulpit next to the doors leading to the Overpriest's inner sanctum. A pasty-looking priest stares down at you with barely suppressed contempt. I'm sorry, but His Excellency is otherwise engaged in the ritual of the 6th hour at this time, says the underling. He will not be able to see you now. Come back again tomorrow. 2 armed priests wearing ceremonial armor cross their halberds in front of you. You plead with the cleric, but nothing will change his mind, not even the mention of voodoo. There is no way you will be granted access to the overpriest. You are turning to leave. As you are turning to leave, the priest calls out in a patronizing tone. Wouldn't you care to make an offering to Vinar? If you choose to toss some gold pieces into the treasury at the foot of the pulpit, or if you choose not to... Alright, I have a feeling if we don't, we're getting into a fight, and it's probably not going to go well. But they were being kind of assholes. I don't really feel like giving them anything. So, fuck the pricks. We're not giving them shit. Okay. Leaving the Grand Temple, you prepare to go on your way. During the day, the Street of Holies is packed with beggars, supplicants, and worshippers. As you descend the temple steps, you hear two voices raised above the noise of the bustling crowds. One is shouting, "Words of wisdom! Words of wisdom!" while the second is calling out, "Let the Master of Destiny guide you on life's journey." Looking round, you see three men sitting cross-legged beside the road. Each is dressed differently, in the manner of certain religious groups, but in front of each of them is a small offering pot. The closest of the men, with long hair and an even longer beard, smiles at you and says, 2 gold pieces is all we ask, and then we will reveal to you the mysteries of the cosmos and what fate has in store for you. Do you want to make a donation to one of the wise men, or will you leave the temple quarter? You know what? They were being kind of cool, so yeah, we'll donate to them. You pause while you try to decide which of the wise men to consult. The long-haired man is wearing a loose-fitting orange robe and is seated on a board of long iron nails, with apparently no discomfort. The second seer, the self-proclaimed Master of Destiny, is bald and wears a gray robe covered with mystic symbols. You now also notice that he is blind. The last figure is swathed from head to toe in festering rags, and in front of him sits a deck of cards. He says nothing. The only way you're going to get anything out of these characters is if you make them an offering of 2 gold pieces, assuming you have it. Which will it be? To make a donation to the bearded guru, if you deem the sightless seer most worthy of your time, or to give your gold pieces to the speechless fortune teller, or we could alternatively leave the temple quarter and lose an hour. Now we're gonna give it to somebody. Let's do the guy who talked, the bearded guru. Yes, grins the guru, accepting your money happily. You are the curse lifter, the ritter of evil, the seeker of truth, the righter of wrongs. You have a feeling this is what the wise man tells all his punters. Beware, vengeance seeker, for a watery grave awaits you beneath the crab's claws, and the undertunnels hold nothing but death. Search out the beacon and the woman of the taboo path. Mystified, you ponder what to do next. Will you consult the blind seer for another 2 gold pieces? Or do you wish to spend your gold on the mute fortune teller? Or we could leave and lose an hour. No, I say we keep going. Okay, so let's see. So beware, vengeance seeker, for a watery grave awaits you beneath the crab's claws, and the undertunnels hold nothing but death. Search out the beacon and the woman of the taboo path. Alright, so maybe that's something that we need. Something at the lighthouse is crucial. Alright, so let's go to the blind seer now. The clink of coins in his pot makes the blind man turn his head in your direction. Welcome, fellow traveler on life's highway, he says in a cheerful greeting. Give me your hand, and I will tell you what waits within that unknown isle, the future. Somewhat uncertainly, you stretch out your hand to the seer, who, after groping the air, clasps it in a vice-like grip. Ah, he breathes, a brave soul that fights for truth and justice. May Chila smile upon your endeavors. Let luck and chance guide you on your path. Farewell. Is that all you get for 2 gold pieces? The Master of Destiny releases your hand and says no more. Will you now make an offering to the bearded guru, which we've already done? Or, if you have the gold, allow the mute fortune teller to peer into your future. Or we could leave and lose an hour. Hey, we might as well go all in. Let's see what the mute fortune teller has to say about our future. The fortune teller remains silent as you drop your money into his pot. Without looking up, he turns over the first card at the top of the deck. On it is painted the picture of a black skull. You immediately feel a chill in your veins and a forbidding atmosphere of evil pressing down on you. In anger and fear, you draw your sword and strike the man. Ooh, why the hell would we do that? At your blow, the rags collapse in a heap. There is no sign of anyone ever having been there. You lose 2 luck points. Yeah, great. Panicked, you turn and flee through the temple quarter, only stopping again when you have put many streets between you and the wise men. This does not bode well, as you have obviously drawn unwanted attention on yourself. 1 hour passes. Alright, so the first 2, not the last one next time if we do it again. Choosing a location you haven't already visited, where do you want to go now in your search for information? 1 hour has passed since your search began. Okay. Taverns ends of the city, the gambling pits, the governor. Alright, let's be done with looking for information for now. So we've got to actually start finding these guys. Alright, night has already fallen by the time you start to look for the pirates in base. At least that should make your activities more covert and less conspicuous. Where will you look first for the pirates? Alright. I got a feeling it was talking about the lighthouse for a reason. Alright. Leaving the city unnoticed by the Kakabad Gate, you make your way through the darkness to Malan's Point. The moon shines down from a cloudless sky, illuminating the crumbling tower that was once the port's lighthouse in a more prosperous and peaceful times. But the moon is not the only light visible. Close to the edge of the cliff, beyond the ruin, you can see a flickering light. Do you want to investigate the light or the lighthouse? Let's go to the lighthouse. To your surprise, you find a sturdy door in the base of the tower, the only way in. Being as quiet as possible, you try the door but discover that it is locked. Alright, let's try to break the door down. You give the door a mighty kick, but all you succeed in doing is rattling the bolts and attracting the attention of the wreckers who have been shining their light out to sea to lure ships onto the hull-ripping rocks along this stretch of coast. Wielding knives and cudgels, the wreckers run at you. You will have to fight them all at the same time. Okay, we got this. Ooh, a draw. Okay. I don't really... No, that didn't look like a good roll. It was still kind of up on the die. Okay, this is not good. Oh, shit. Come on. Alright, come on, man. We gotta... Come on, better roll. Good roll. Alright, that's better. Come on. Alright, one more hit on this guy. Alright, one down. Okay, good roll. Okay, nice. Okay, let's take him. Come on. Alright, okay. Here we go. One more hit and this one's done. Nice. Okay. Alright. Well, like the title says, third time's a charm. Let's fight. Alright, good first hit. Let's take him. Ooh. That hurt. Okay, come on, come on, come on. That's not good. Jesus, come on. Alright, that's better, that's better, that's better. We're not out of the woods yet. Okay, that helps. One more shot. Nice. Alright, we barely got through that one. You are triumphant. You give the door a mighty kick, but all you succeed in doing is rattling the bolts and attracting the... Oh, okay. Okay, you overcome the troublesome trio. The light is snuffed out, and the vessel the wreckers were luring onto the rocks turns away just in time, heading back out towards the open sea. You are not sure why, but you have a strange gut feeling that rescuing that ship was very important. Searching the wreckers' bodies, you find a total of 5 gold pieces and a skeleton key. You are considering what to do next. From your vantage point high in the promontory, you spot a sizable cave entrance on the shoreline where the cliff face meets the sea. Could this be the location of the pirates' hideout? Alright, do we climb down the cliff or return to the lighthouse? Let's go to the lighthouse. The sturdy lighthouse door is locked, but using the skeleton key, you enter the crumbling tower. Inside, you find what was obviously the wrecker's den. Several empty crates have been arranged around a barrel, which acts as a table, and bedrolls lie in one corner. On the barrel are a candle, 2 dice, enough provisions for 3 meals, and a partly burnt letter. Picking up the charred parchment, you read what you can. Has been changed. It is no longer Leviathan. It is now Crossbones. Destroy this letter at once. Should you encounter the snooper, do what is necessary. We meet at the allotted time at... The rest of the message no longer exists. This is a valuable clue and you gain 1 luck point for your discovery. You take the items you think may be useful, and as you do so, you notice a trap door in another corner of the room. Do you want to open the trap door, return to the cliff to explore the cave, or leave? Let's open the trap door. Yep, we want to free the kitty. Sliding back the bolts, you lift the trapdoor and see, cowering in a shallow pit, a frightened, half-starved cat. In fear and anger, it leaps out of the hole, biting you and raking your flesh with its claws. Before escaping into the night, you lose 2 stamina. That's fine, it's worth it to save the kitty. The wreckers must have kept the cat prisoner as part of some cruel torment or wager, no doubt. Now, will you descend the cliff to the cave entrance? Or leave the lighthouse and Mullen's Point altogether? Well, we might as well go to the cave. Okay, yeah, we didn't go by the rope. So, test our skill. Alright, nice. So, we pass. You walk to the cliff's edge and peer over. A very steep and deadly drop waits beneath. You search for a good foothold and begin your descent. Alright, come on. We passed. The descent is treacherous, but the path you have chosen seems to be doing the trick. You continue to your descent. Alright. Passed. Okay, reaching the edge of the cave, you can now see that a narrow ledge just a few meters above the crashing waves leads into the gloomy depths beyond. Okay, do you want to continue into the cave or give up on this course of action? Let's continue. Watching your footing, you inch into the shadows. The water inside the cave suddenly begins to churn, and 2 slimy, sucker-lined tentacles burst from the sea and reach for you. Quickly drawing your sword, you prepare to defend yourself. It's time to fight. Okay, let's do it. Okay. 1 more. Good roll. You are triumphant. Alright. The water inside the cave now begins to boil, and from the turmoil rises a hideous gray-green monstrosity. Reaching for you with its sucker-lined tentacles, the giant octopus intends to pull you into its snapping, beaked mouth and devour you. Once again, you find yourself fighting for your life. Okay, ooh, that's it. I hit him at least 5 times. Okay, good. Nice. Okay, that's not so good. Oh. Okay, I think we're dead. Alright, we gotta be real lucky. Real damn lucky. We ain't that lucky. You are overcome by your enemies. Okay, you are defeated. You are dead. You will never have your revenge against Cinnabar. Ah, the end. All right. Well, let's see. Okay. Got to do a little bit of strategizing here. Okay, so I think what we need to do, if we're gonna do another run, but not right now. But I think what we need to do is we need to get equipment first, get that rope, so we don't have to worry about doing all those luck rolls. Go to the lighthouse, because apparently saving that ship is important. So we'll save the ship, and then figure out what else we're going to do from there. But I think we definitely want to always go there and save the ship. So next time we will go there, we'll save the ship, and then, I don't know, yeah, going to the authorities didn't seem to work. We could try the sewers, but it says, below only told me death. So to me, it's telling me not to go to the sewers. But yeah, we'll go to the fortune tellers again. I like them. I'm just not the third guy. But yeah, I don't see why it forces you to attack him. I didn't like being forced into attacking him, but still enjoying the story. It's definitely a well-written story. It's very engaging. It draws you in. How many times it's got me going back in? But definitely having a lot of fun with it. It is a blast to play. I will definitely be getting the other games in the series and probably jumping around through them a little bit. But yeah, it's a lot of fun playing these. It really does remind me of the old choose your own adventure games from back in the day, which I used to love playing. I had all of those books. But yeah, this has been fun. Going to be trying a couple other games today, and we're getting some other stuff set up. We have potentially a new series, which is one of our more horror-based things that should be hopefully debuting today as a new live stream. So look out for Choose Your Fate if you're interested in that. And actually, if you're checking out this video and are into this kind of game, you might be into that. So I'll tell you a little bit about it if you'd be interested in checking it out. It's a show called Choose Your Fate. It's from our Nightmare Realm world, which has a few different shows. And in it, one person is like the storyteller, and the other one is the participant of the story and has to react to it. No prior knowledge of the story, so they can't strategize or pre-plan anything. Their reactions are their reactions. And the story evolves based on what they do, and they literally, at the end, choose their fate. So we're going to have a lot of fun with that. And check it out if you want. It should hopefully be today, if not very, very soon. But again, thanks for hanging out, for once again playing BloodBones and trying to get our revenge on this damned undead pirate. We'll get them. I mean, probably play a few other games in the meantime, but eventually we will get them. And I'm going to avoid any spoilers. I'm not going to go online and look for walkthroughs or cheats or hints. We'll figure this out together. And if any of you guys out there, want to kind of play along and have any input in the chats, you guys want to see a particular course of action, we can vote on like ways to go and all that, and kind of do it as a community, which again would be kind of fun. So that's going to be it for right now. We will be back with a couple other games later today, and again, possibly Choose Your Fate, which will be on its own channel. But yeah, thanks for checking everything out and hanging with us again, and see you next time.
It's a quest of quirks under pixel light. Joystick in hand with the mischievous grin. Every crash, every bug just adds to the win. Tune in for laughs as the pixels collide. On Evil Cat's quest, there's no place to hide. Mini tones jamming in an epic fight. Each quirky quest telling tales tonight. From the darkest dungeon to the farthest star. Evil Cat's quest shows who we are. Many tones jamming in an epic fight. Each quirky quest telling tales tonight. From the darkest dungeon to the farthest star. Evil Cat's quest shows who we are.
Fuck.